All right, good morning, everybody. Adam, good morning, buddy. Brad, Marty, Save, Steven, good morning. Good morning, Ethan. Good morning. All right, so sorry to hear that, Safe, but I think they're experiencing issues early this morning, and most likely, but I'm not sure, that most likely we're going to reset some of these accounts. But you could feel free to send them a ticket. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, how many accounts was that anyway? Good morning, Marty. So trade of eight. Have your trade of eight accounts, or are they going to be just straight up rhythmic? I think you're talking about rhythmic. Yeah, I mean, definitely send them an email. I mean, yeah, I've been five accounts. Yeah. No, you worked hard for those, man. Just reach out and see what they're saying. I think they're most likely gonna reset them, but I don't know that for a fact. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. Alpha, good morning. Prakash, good morning. Yeah, they do have issues today. Uh, you go to your uh, Adam posted early on the notes that they had on their website, but you could go to the FAQs. I'm gonna go there right now. I'm not seeing on anything on the help center saying don't trade, but probably in their Discord. Yeah, here we go. Adam had it on Apex Discord that they had some technical issues. So just operate, hold off on putting any Apex trades till we get a bit of a notification on the all clear. We have a captain setup short right here, a 6 prong captain short setup pushing the price lower. We have the 200 and the 100 they're about to be out of sync here in a second. Yep, here we go. They're out of sync, and we're getting a two-sided market right now. And we have a signal short on that captain setup, 6 prong captain setup short right now. So just with Apex, just be careful. Putting on any trades, they're according to the Discord. Um, you need to just not put anything on right now. Greg, I mean, they're whenever they have technical issues, they came back and reset people's accounts that got affected, and they've done that multiple times. So I don't think that's going to be really an issue lately. And lately they've been having some technical issues, and I know it's very frustrating. I'm adjusting to it by not trading the busy hours, meaning the morning session and around news. It seems to be the times in which Rhythmic is acting up the most, and I just leave those times alone. And I'm trading my own personal account during those times. And once the technical issues are out of the way and it's midday and toward the end of the day, I trade Apex and I don't have any problems. I built up 20. I mean, just to kind of give you an idea also. Where is it? Here you go. I don't know that you could see that, but I have 20 PAs right here, and I haven't lost a single one of them during this technical issues that we're having. Not a single one. They didn't have to set any of my accounts, but I had, let me see here, PA evaluation accounts. Okay. All right. I have 4 evaluation accounts. 2 of them are almost there, and 2 I have just started recently. 3 of them, due to technical issues, they had to reset for me, and I was experiencing the same things that you guys were experiencing. Okay, so that's how I'm dealing with this, technical issues that they're doing. I have a Top Step Trader account too, Adam. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. I know it's very frustrating, guys. It really is, because I mean it's hard enough that you're making money, and then when your account is blown due to technical issues is really a bit frustrating, and and the way I'm dealing with it is like I said. I've tried Top Step. Top Step is good. You could DCA in it if you want to, but really, it's very limited. I think you can get like 5 accounts to copy only, and like if you do the $50,000 account, it's just like you're limited to $1,000 per day worth of risk, and 2 days in a row before the account is blown. So you could take a look at him. I mean, I started with Top Step Trader. As far as rules, the most flexible one is gonna be tops Apex, and the next one that has really good program is Top Step. There's a couple of other ones out there too, but all right. So let's take a look here at what the market is doing. They put a captain setup switch trade and another switch trade and sold it off. That is a good little short setup that the market did. Right now, the 200 and the 100 is out of sync, so that lends itself to a consolidated price action. Definitely want to give the market a little bit of time. It's 8:40. I think we had news early on. We did have news early on. And we have final wholesale inventories at the top of the hour. It's not a big deal. But the non-farm employment change and unemployment rate is the big number. Okay, and the market sold off into that number, rallied up a little bit. So now we're in this consolidation type of phase. And let's look for our first trade. All right, so that's the six prong captain setup. I mean, holy crap! I mean, that should run up here. It should run up to the 10 very quickly. Here we go. Yeah, that's the captain setup right there. It's a six prong captain setup. See, we saw the same setup in here early on around 8:33, right when the market opened. So whenever you see those six prong captain setups, they're good for a couple of candles in your direction. I mean, I'm not gonna take it right now just due to the technical issues that's going on, but look at that, boom. Holy crap, I ran that boy up. If we get to 19,035.75, we should be pausing and reversing in and around that level. Yeah. Captain set up short right here. Yeah, I'm looking at their notes here on Apex. They're still showing. That's 45 minutes ago though. They're talking about, don't trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. They're well that you had like three of them in a row that were just freaking solid. That 35.75, 35.75 if we get up there. So right here, 35.75. The expectation is to see a bit of retracement. So probably gonna go from here to 26. Here it comes. Yeah, see that 35.75? That's just especially when they do this kind of thing where they just put a captain setup, fail it. They usually don't fail it for too long and then come back and test. So that's kind of the behavior that I was expecting. We got better than 26 on that one. AKU, good morning. Alexandra. Hey, good morning, Alexandra. How are you? Nice talk yesterday. All right, so what is the market doing? If we look at the 70 NT wrinkle, we got a captain set up long at 20. And, we came and retested it with this move. The market right now is in sync on the long side, and we're looking at a target. The target is 19,064, which happens to also be Globex. Pullbacks are buyable. Target is 64. We got 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Here comes that 64. We're getting 60 here very quickly. I mean, we got almost to the tick on that thing. Yeah, I mean, they're fading glowbacks, which is it's understandable. That's the target, though. We come back and target is hit. Target is hit. Now the next target in this rotation is going to be 19,089. And we have a harmony zone number 1 as a support, which is 39 by 29, and zone number 2 is 14 by 4. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 19,025. We should expect a bit of back and fill behavior here, but these pullbacks are buyable. Well, that's a quick one too. All right, we got another 4 minutes to the top of the hour. So what is the market telling us? The market is telling us they put on this capped and set up long around the whole number of 19,000, and they really protected the price. And then multiple rotations all the way to Globex, which is the middle of the range, and now you're getting retracement. So is that a trending market? No. It's a market that is constantly revisits Globex and backs off from it. So that's a market that's building stops. So I need to scalp, I need to undertrade, and I need to use the minimum number of contracts to trade this kind of environment. And all of it is consistent with this huge move that we had a few days ago, and they're just still trying to digest that news and that move. So we got to 25 and the market is out of sync again. I mean, past 9 o'clock, I'm gonna start looking for some trades to put on. I'm gonna have to take a chance. I don't know if anybody heard that they gave us the all clear. I gotta check. Here we go, Captain set up long right here. So they should be pushing the price to 36. That's coming up here in a second. I mean, there you, yeah, well, got very close. Got almost to 34. That'd be interesting. 31 and a half. We got 1 minute, 1 minute to the top of the hour. If they put on a close at that 31 and a half, that's the captain setup switch trade long, and we should be running up into the 40s with a stop right here at the 24. I'm not a big fan trading on the top of the hour here. Yeah. Here we go again. I may have to get involved in this one. Let me see here. Yeah, that is noisy. That is noisy. I'm gonna have to get out of this trade. Okay. I can get out of this trade. Yeah, system is locking me. Okay. Hold the phone, hold the phone. Let's update this. Yeah, it finally did. So I'm seeing here we go. So we took it from 35. So we gave up 6 points on that trade. So I mean, it went from captain setup to switch trade to another captain setup, I felt like it could start selling, but the strength into the 40s is there. ES is strong. All right, so that's this trade right here that we just did. 139. All right. It's not a bad, yeah, it's not a bad choice. Can I give it another shot here? Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's ready here, and there's a lot of noise in this market. I mean, my stop is a good stop up here, but I don't necessarily want to take this stop. Yeah, they should be breaking this and going to the 25, 26. We'll see. I'm gonna get out of this trade and just wait for a better spot. Just a whole lot of, no momentum grind. So I have basically two trades in and around the same spot. In and around the same spot. So that tells me something. That tells me that I'm pushing. That I'm pushing and I'm searching and I'm trying to make something happen that is not there. And I just need to pull away from all of this. Let it break. Let it break below 25. Let it break below the whole number. That will generate momentum. If they want to spice it up, they can flip here and go back up to the 50s and 64s. If they close the 45s, that would get the longs engaged. Captain setup. I mean, they want to put a captain setup here. That's a sell signal again. Man, I'm telling you, they're trying to draw me back in, because if you break 30, you're gonna start seeing momentum show up on the short side, and that's gonna take you to 20, potentially 15. So they're trying to draw me back into that to the short side, and I'm gonna back off a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, we should see a little bit of momentum creep in. They're gonna flush the 25s into the 20s. There you go. They just waited for me to just exit that position, right? Okay. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. That's what it is. I mean, that short on that captain setup. I mean, there's two captain setups that really kind of stands out here. This one right here, that now we're retesting it, and we got this captain setup into a switch trade into another captain setup that failed into higher prices. So you're getting that, and then you got, you know, that's a failure one. That's a beautiful 6-prong captain setup long. So what they're doing is they're trading around the middle of the range with not a lot of conviction either way. ES had a captain set up and short, and they're retesting it at that 58.5. So if we close back down to 56, you're gonna see a push lower in NQ and in ES. That could take us to 54, 53, and then NQ can be in the 1900 at that point. Right now, we're just dancing in the same spot. You almost have to get into these captain setups right at the beginning of it. So like literally once the fourth candle closes, that is actually working, because I'm looking at multiple Rinko frames. So you're seeing this one right here. That's the 70 NT Rinko, and that 20 got you to 65, and that was a target. Now right here, if we close up to 46.25, then I'm gonna have to look at the pullbacks as a buying opportunity and start looking for another break at 65 and higher if they do that. So they have to come up to 46.5. That will put on a captain setup long. Okay. It's not cooperating. Let me do this. Okay. So they tested that captain setup short on the 20, and here comes the ES. F 15-point range going on here. All right. All right, so we got that 45. All right, so let's see what I can do with that information. Okay, so I have to take a little bit of risk here. So that's just one order. Let me see if I can get involved. Come on, don't do this. Don't run like that. I'll have two orders up down here. Let's see if I can get involved. I mean, some of these big targets are going to be 89 if I can get filled. 42. ES is hitting low backs. I mean, we should see a little bit of a back and fill. 20 is the stop to all this rotation. So if I get in here at the 40s and the 37s, like really my stop should be in the 20s. Hold on. What is going on here? I placed one order and I got filled 3 more. Yeah, that's not right. I literally just placed one order, and oh yeah, nice. You're really gonna. That's something. Like I'm trying to place orders, it's not going through. Okay, so we gotta be patient here. Yeah, like right here, I literally placed one order. I got 3 more. That's weird. So obviously there's Rhythmic still having some issues, so you guys watch out. Yeah, I gotta reduce my. I want it to be in 2 contracts. That's the most I want it to be in for this trade. Yeah, if holding that 30 will put us in a higher low, then we can just start inching toward the 50 back again. And if we do, it's going to be 60 and higher. The 20 is my stop, but if we don't start moving soon, I may chunk another contract and just stay with one and go from there. It's not a momentum market, that's for damn sure. I chunked one more. I have a stop at 20. I'll keep that stop. We'll go from there. the big target. The big target is 89. If we break 50, then I can look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity again, like for ads. I'm gonna get out of this trade altogether right here. It's just spending too much time and a whole lot of sideways consolidation that is not going anywhere. So I'll take the stops on these and just kind of wait for better price structure. I still think it's gonna really punch up to that 50, but I'll give it a little bit more time to sort itself out. Now it wants to run, right? Here comes that 50. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go. You're gonna start seeing that explosion right now. So I guess a little bit of patience would have done us good here, but I just wasn't happy with a couple of things. One of them, I was trying to add one contract, and all of a sudden I see myself up in five. Like literally, I pushed the button once, and boom, I get five contracts. I'm like, all right, we're having technical issues. Then the market was not going anywhere, but here we go. There you go. There we go. That's my trade right there that I'm not in. Okay. That's my trade that I'm not in. Oh well. I think rhythmic period, man. Ethan, that's it. Rhythmic period. All right, so back to our chart here. What's going on with this thing? All right, so let's talk about this. The setup. I mean, you got a captain set up long right here at 20. We ran hard all the way to 60s. Then we came back in with a higher low, and we put on a captain set up long. Now that dip here is still a legitimate dip with a 20 stop. I got restless with it, took it out for a small stop, and now the market is really kind of behaving in the way it should be. Here goes 70s and 80s. It's going to be a runner. Okay, so that is the setup. It's a higher low on a captain setup long, and you're getting that type of behavior. Now look at this captain setup short right here. I mean, Kim tested once, twice, third time in a major move. Same thing here. Two double captain setups and a major move. Captain setup short, two candle follow through. So whenever you see them on the 70 NT Rinko, it really, you could expect a bigger move off of it. you could expect a bigger move. And we're getting a bigger move. Ah. Target is hit. Target is hit. Next target is 19,114. And expect a retest of Globex at 64 at some point, with a bigger swing target of 114. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 19,050. off and off and off we go. And ES is just all about it. ES is all about it. Tell me you guys are making some money. Harmony zone number one shifted to 64 by 54, and then we got 39 by 29. Harmony zone number two. We'll reevaluate the longs under 1950. That's a tough one, Brad. Yeah, you gotta wait till you get feedback from Apex on your accounts. You gotta get those accounts back. I feel like they'll do the right thing with you, especially since they have it on their Facebook and Discord that they're having technical issues, and they're typically, if you fall within that window, most likely you do. You will get those accounts reinstated. I know, man. You've been working so hard on those accounts. I know they'll do the right thing for you. It just, with all these technical issues they're having, I kind of got myself to where I try not to trade in that first hour and a half as much, especially in my PAs. But that trade here, I don't know what happened. I had one contract. I was trying to put on the second one. All of a sudden, I'm looking up. I got phantom orders, ghost orders, and I got 5 contracts of this thing. But I guess that's what's going on. Off we go to 114. That's the key. I mean, let's go back. ES is a beast. Look at it. Boom. That captain setup is gold, man. I'm telling you. Let me pull that. See that? Captain set up long, boom. Captain set up long with a higher low, boom. Now we're heading to this zone right here. Okay, so let's take a look. All right. So this zone is a big time distribution area, right? They're running into it for the first time since this decline. So they're gonna, if we see a high and a lower high up in this zone, I'm gonna start looking for fading opportunity. Like where we at right now, actually, in not a bad spot. Okay, so 111, yeah, here we go. I was trying. What is going on here? Just gonna cancel that order. Harmony zone number one now shifted actually again to 89 by 79, 64 by 54, where pullbacks are buyable, and we'll reevaluate the longs if we break under 74. So, but see that you're seeing what's going on. We ran, if I can put a sentence together here, we ran into that consolidation zone, and the market just simply was getting too tired, and it ran so many stops in the run up to it. Now it's just getting faded back. Yeah, this thing is just stuck up here. Here we go. So let's go back to it. See that? Yeah. It's the first time running up into it. So that's okay. That was the first reaction into it. And there was that spot at 11 that I was looking for. I didn't get filled. I left it alone. But now you're getting a one candle reversal. So you want to see maybe another candle lower or two, and then a rally back up and a lower high. And that will kind of be more of a solid base for a pullback. From a swing trade perspective, we have a big target of 140. On an intermediate time frame, we're running into solid resistance for the first time. And that's what the kind of reaction we're getting. Prakash, good job. Making a little bit. Ethan, good job. Freed, I made a little bit of money on that run. Good deal. Raymond, it's okay, man. I mean, it's technical issues. We got to deal with it. I mean, yeah, I trade my own personal account, and if you have a technical issue in your own personal account and you lose a bunch of money, good luck even talking to your broker. It's not like he's gonna say, "Hey, listen, oh, you lost $1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 on your account due to technical issue." He's gonna literally go back and point to the 10-page disclaimer that he made you sign when you opened the account. And he's going to point you to that paragraph that talks about, hey, technical issues are part of life and you lose money, it's on you. That's what it feels like when you're trading your live account. So we're getting some technical issues with Apex here and it doesn't feel good, but at least they reset your PA if something like that happens. Your broker will not. And in my at the beginning of my career, long time ago, I was trading stocks and I had a technical issue, cost me $6,500. And at that point, it was real money. It was in my account. I reached out to my broker. I was like, nah, it's part of life. You gotta eat it. And that's when that money was a lot of money to me. So anyway, we'll live. Prakash, yeah. Well, that's a good day. 16, 13, and nothing wrong with that. But see that reversal off that zone. They're really stuck it now. Let's see how they handle the rallies back up. Now, they may come back down and retest Globex. It's a 1.2, 1.25 million per child. They better be grateful. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. Man, I feel like I'm reading the market accurately. We just need to get back into a rhythm of executing and staying around in these trades. Oh, there never wins. No. Ever? Yeah. Okay, so look at what they've done here. That's an ass kicking. That's a flush. That's a flush of all the longs that stuck around. So we still have that big target of 140, but we at that spot expected a retracement, and that retracement due to the fact that we were looking at the 70 Inti-Rinko candle chart, and back to it because it's significant right here. And we said first run into that zone, you are gonna get a pullback. Now that's an oversized pullback, but that's just kind of consistent with them running into a distribution zone and then just pausing. And this pause ended up being a little bit stronger. Now you got two Globex and Globex, so you're gonna get a first touch reaction to it. So I guess Ethan took that one. Good for you. It's 10 o'clock. So we expected a little bit better price action on in and around Globex. So this is just a little bit more weakness than we should be seeing here. And now let's just go back to ES, because that is, I mean, what is this? A V reversal. I mean, that's just, it's very forceful. And so we tagged that high at 80, and boom, reversed. So we're back to Globex. It's ES is a little bit stronger than NQ. What? All right, so if we break 60, back 60, then we're gonna run up into the 75, potentially 80. This is the second line of defense for this rotation. And the longs would need to defend that and run past Globex and consolidate with a higher low. So that 60 is the key to all of this. So I'm gonna place an order at 60 and a quarter, but if we close below 45, then I'm gonna have to cancel this order. Because if they hit me at 60 and a quarter, the most likely they're gonna run up into glowbacks and play around there. Then get to 67, 70, pause, pull back a little bit, then run into 75. And if that doesn't happen, like right now, then that idea is null and void, and I cancel my order. Holy crap. Cancel, cancel. All right, so what is the market doing right now? It closed the 200 NT Rinko. And now the market is in sync on the short side on a swing trade basis. So that big target that we had up there, that is definitely not in play anymore. And now we have a target on the short side of 19,014. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. We have a 64 by 74 resistance zone, harmony zone number 1. Then we have another one at 89.99, and we're looking, we'll reevaluate the longs, the shorts if we break anything above 80. I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Now let's go. Market shifted with that last sell-off. If we have gotten to the 60, that would have give us a little bit more stability to the structure, but that's not what they did. So that run up, let's go back and retest. We should be trying to retest the 50s and the 64s. Let's take another look. Okay. So we ran into that little buzz saw of price action, and market tanked. And now we're back to this formation, which is the captain set up long, that started that whole rotation, right? So they're pausing it here. So there's a good chance that we can stabilize in and around the 50 and go to that 64 and put a one candle reversal. At least, any buys here have a stop under 18. Okay, so if they put on a good, like a captain setup or a switch trade or some signal in and around this area, I'll take a shot at it. But any stop I have has to be like 18 and go from there. You have basically this zone, all of it, as support right here, because you got the first captain set up long and the second one. So any retracement in it, even if they break the 18, for example, now you're running into harmony zone number 1. So you're getting from 50, that's actually a big range. It's a 60-point range, So in it, I want to see if I can find any stability pattern. Like one of the things I would like to see is a break back up to 42 and a pullback. Now here we go again. If we break 33.75, $33, 34.50. Okay. Nope. So we broke at 18. Okay. We should be bouncing back up here. Go to the 30s, and then they're going to start running this thing back up a little bit. Most likely we'll see 42. And we're at the bottom end of the Globex band too, so. So here comes that 42. At least they're trying. They should be able to get there. Here comes the 40s. Comes out 40. Yep. So we got to that 42. Now we should be pulling back. And if we make a higher low, then that's the price stability that the market can start working on. But we should see a pullback. Yeah, I'd like to get involved in a trade if it's all possible here, but I gotta watch how this area gets handled. So far on a swing trade basis, we still have our target of 19,014 and the market is still in sync, but we're just recognizing a small pocket of that buying interest that got us to the 42. Now the pullback, if they run it back up, that will set the stage for a 50 to the 55 run, and then the market can pause ahead of glowbacks. So that's, I just need to see a little bit more price action here. I need to see a higher low. I need to see a little bit more conviction from the longs. I need to see them breaking the 45 and potentially coming back in and retest. So, this is the early signs of a higher low. I mean, you don't want to see 20 because if you see 20, then most likely we're going to break the 14. And then we got another sequence of sellers showing up at the lows that will push the price lower. So that's good. That's good from the long perspective. But let's just keep reading. Captain set up long. So the stop from here is like, that 14. And that should run up. That should run up right here. We should run up. It's about to here in a minute. Whatever the market does here, you don't want to see 20. Here we go. Should start running up right now. Get to the 45, and that will pick up some steam, then a pullback. You don't want to see 26, you don't want to see 20. I mean, the quality of the longs here are just hesitant, but there is a higher low, and there is a chance that we could see the 45 very quickly here. There you go. I guess I didn't want any of that money, huh? Damn it. All right, so we got to that 45. Now we're going to get a pullback, a little bit of a pullback. At 55, you may get a pullback, but all right, maybe not. Let's see here. 55. So the 70 NT Rinko chart has been very, very helpful today in giving us an opportunity to understand what the market is kind of doing on a bigger time frame or Rinko frame. So let's go back to it. So we talked about hitting that distribution. We talked about hitting this accumulation, and the fact that as we get to that 18, we don't want to see that break. But even then, you have this captain set up, protecting it. And now we're getting a one candle reversal in this price structure. Okay, so where does that could potentially take us? They could take us close to the 80s. And then the market can take a pause. I mean, I even gotten a captain setup signal down here. I'm kind of a little bit skittish with this market, trying to put on a lot of orders when I don't know if Apex is gonna hold up or not. So back to Globex. Okay, so like right now, right here, it's 67.75. You get to 67.75, you're gonna get a bit of a retracement in this market and against that Globex. 67.75. Now the market is out of sync. The market is out of sync. Out of sync. That means it's a two-sided market. That means we're getting longs and shorts signals on a scalping basis only. We needed to break that 19,014 in order for the market to continue with momentum. Yeah, they don't want to even get to 67.75. I mean, they should try to flush some more people, some more shorts above it, and then come back in. But I mean, this is an area where retracements can happen, and a pullback that could take us to 50, even 40. Here we go. Here comes that 50. It just never got into that 67.75. That's fine. I know. For Ethan, first touches of Globex is that's a trade on its own. That is a trade on its own. Squeeze. Okay. Well, we got a bigger level here coming up, and that one is 81.75. Okay. Yeah. Keep going there. Keep flushing people. I'll take a short right here. We should get to the 70s, like 70, 63 maybe. Let's see. Well, 63, that'll be Globex. They'll fade ahead of it. I mean, 72, 75 is a good spot. 70 is a good spot. All right, they're putting on a captain setup short. Let's see if I can even add to this thing. Oh, they're gonna play games. They're gonna play games with me. They're gonna play games with me. My stop up there is close, but I gotta stop myself somewhere. Yeah, if they close this one, like I I can't add to it till I start seeing a little bit more of a push lower, which should be happening soon under that 78. Here it comes. I need more. Don't be stingy. I'll take it here. From what, 73.81? Man, I thought I made a little bit more. But that's okay. I'll take it. We may get a bigger move, probably a move under Globex too. Yeah, look at that. I guess I didn't want that money, huh? I needed to add. I really kind of actually needed to add to this trade. Oh, they're playing jokes. Oh yeah, of course. They just there's okay. The good part is just reading. Listen to. I guess Marty has all the jokes today. Man, I'm glad somebody's taking all the money that I don't want. But you remember, Ethan, when we were talking about the 80s? Like, hey, listen, I mean, let's go back to that 70 NT Renko chart because that has been gold all day long. Really been gold. What did we say? It was like, okay, so here comes the accumulation. They most likely will come in around the 80 zone, between 80 to 90 zone, against that distribution zone and start putting resistance. So that's what you're seeing right here. You're seeing that type of behavior coming through. So the market defined an accumulation zone and a distribution zone. And so what's next, right? You start breaking, you're gonna you start breaking 54.75, then you're gonna get a little bit more momentum toward the 40, and then they'll come back and defend it again. So now what's gonna happen is the price structure is gonna get narrower. Okay, and rotations and counter rotations will be, instead of a run up of 80, what is that, 20, 60, 70 points, you're going to get probably a 30-point rotations that churn people. So you just have to be very careful of trying to get involved. If we break 54, you almost like have to wait for a rally before you get short. So this way you give yourself a little bit of a distance, and you need to trade the edges of price and not necessarily in the middle of the range. So the market has the potential of doing that. Okay? But that all depends on the 54. If we stay where we're at, I mean, okay, they can go to 90, they could go to 100 and fade, but that's still consistent with this area being distribution. And right this moment we're in and around Globex. So we're seeing the churny behavior that comes out of that. So I want to see 54. That will trigger a different set of market behavior. Where I'm at right now is noise ridden type of behavior, and I'm gonna be on the sideline. I mean, we ran into this level that we felt I didn't feel, it's just a level that I have, that will get faded against Harmony Zone number 2, and that happened. Right where we at is just literally the middle of the range around Globex. Like it's gonna do this. It's gonna do this number here. And I don't want to play that game with this market. I watch it bounce right back up to 69. That's more sellers here. Let's see if they trap them. Let's see if they trap them. Nope. See that? 69. They're rotating. And we're seeing the actual kind of the volume and the range of this price action is slowing down. The market is taking a dirt nap. All right, where's everybody at so far? Anybody improving? Marty, since you're making all the money today, where we at? Mike, how you doing, buddy? Safe. Did you get any communication back, or did you reach out? Sheila, how we doing, Sheila? Okay, good deal. Yeah, that's gonna take him a minute. Most likely they're gonna just not respond and just auto reset these accounts back. Tough day for you, Mike. Tough day for who's this? Adam. I'm telling you, Marty made all the money today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I looked at their website. They had an issue. Yeah, don't trade Rhythmic. That's what they're saying. Man, I mean, trading Rhythmic on with Ninja Trader, I didn't have any problems. Well, actually, I did have problems. That 5 contract trade, that was a problem. So it's not just Apex. I think it's not Apex. It's Rhythmic. Rhythmic is what's having an issue. Because I was trading my personal account. I mean, I didn't trade. Um, basically trading my personal account, and I had that issue with that 5 contract. That three contracts came in as ghost contracts. So anyway, so where we at for the day? Let's take a look. Today the 7th, we're down 688, and we're just a little bit off our equity high, and up 33,061. That's where we at. And these are the trades that we took. That's the last one that I just did. What did me, I mean, I wouldn't call it did me, and it's just that 5 contract trade that just kind of was unexpected. And I try to make sure that I don't get too heavy in that rotation. The market obviously ended up just working out perfectly there, but I took a stop, and the stop is less than 10 points. But when you got 5 contracts, it doesn't take much. 10 points is 1,000. I end up giving up a little bit less than that on that trade. So that's where we at. Am I in profits? Who's this? Let me see here. Nope. No, not today. Oh, you're saying Apex Frankfurt is okay? Okay, and the Blue Sky Sun Apex Trader Yo. Well, I didn't get it. The last that's the entry point, yeah, on the swing trade, correct? But I didn't get in on that specific trade. Last trade I did was a short up here at 81 to 73. Took that trade. Today is expense day so far, and I just showed the blotter just a second ago. That's where we at. Negative 688. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I know. Let's go. I need something. Keep my mind busy away from trading. Football is always the way for me. Go Gators. All right, guys, that's it for me. It's 11 o'clock. It's Friday. I'm gonna book that drawdown for the day and just call it a week. We had a great week, and we'll start doing this again on Monday. You guys have a good one.